we've helped so many families move here to Colorado Springs. And if I were moving here today, I would not just be looking at those big name master plan communities you hear about all the time. I just did a full video all about Colorado Springs' most popular master plan communities, so make sure you go check that out. But this one is different. You're gonna wanna watch this. So yes, places like Wolf Ranch, Meridian Ranch, Fannie Lewis Ranch get a lot of attention. They have new homes, amenities, trails, parks, and they absolutely serve the right purpose for the right buyer. We have so many buyers who are currently under contract or closing in these master plan communities, and it's the best fit for them, and they're so excited. But today's video is gonna be different because we're talking about 6 of the most amazing, yes, amazing, unique neighborhoods here in Colorado Springs and the surrounding areas that a lot of relocation buyers like you're probably watching this from State A, thinking of moving to Colorado Springs or Monument. You either completely miss these or don't fully understand until you get here because they're not your typical top neighborhoods that show up on your Google search. Today we're talking about places with real personality and character. Neighborhoods maybe with mountain views, mature trees, some custom homes depending upon the neighborhood, trail access, that bluff side living in some areas, maybe some larger lots and privacy, and that Colorado lifestyle that people may actually be picturing when they start dreaming, having that conversation with their family about moving here to Colorado, especially Colorado Springs and Monument. So today we're breaking down Sanctuary Pointe, Forest Lakes, Woodmoor, Peregrine and Rockrimmon. We're going to kind of throw them all in one and talk about them as an area. Broadmoor Bluffs and Pine Creek. And here's why this matters. So when people are moving to Colorado Springs from out of state, like you probably, they usually start by searching the obvious places, the new construction, master plan communities, best schools, new amenities, most popular neighborhoods. But what often happens is they only see that one version of Colorado Springs. They miss those neighborhoods that feel more established, maybe more private, more scenic, more tucked into the trees, maybe more connected with those mountains, and more importantly, more unique. And depending upon your lifestyle, some of these neighborhoods that we're gonna talk about may actually be a better fit than the communities everyone else is talking about or you're seeing on your Google searches. Now I wanna be very clear, we're not here to say that one neighborhood is the best fit or better for everyone. We don't judge. That's not how Colorado Springs works. The right neighborhood depends upon how you live. Do you want trees and privacy? These are the questions we have when we hop on that initial phone call with you. Do you want mountain views? Maybe you want new construction, but maybe not that huge master plan community feel. Do you want more established neighborhood with character? Do you want trail access right outside your door? Do you want larger lots? Or do you want something that feels peaceful, but yet still has that access to shopping, Targets, dining, schools, and everyday conveniences? That is exactly what we're gonna look at here today. So by the end of this video, you'll have a much better idea of what Colorado Springs neighborhood, Monument neighborhood may actually fit your life. And maybe just important, which ones might not. Because that's one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're relocating here. They may fall in love with the house online, I see this quite a bit, but they don't fully understand the neighborhood. Maybe that drive to school, to work. They don't understand the school districts, the views, the elevation, the trees, the wind, just what that neighborhood feels like, and it maybe not be what they're looking for. But in Colorado, you need to understand this, that's what matters. You can drive 15 minutes and feel like you're in a completely different part of the city. I tell my husband this all the time. I'm always shocked because he lives down south, or he lives with me, but he works down south, and he drives home every day. And that drive, he goes through different parts of Colorado Springs, and each one feels so different. So one neighborhood may, feel wide open and new. Another may feel tucked into the mountains, and you're gonna see that today. Another may feel like a forest. Another may give you city lights, front range views. One's more suburban. One has more parks and trails, established homes. I will say that this is what makes Colorado Springs Monument so special, but it also is what makes choosing the right area a little overwhelming if you don't know it well. And that's what we're here for. And by the way, I hope that is what our weekly neighborhood videos do. So many of our neighborhoods, Kaylee and I are out on the streets, showing you the neighborhoods, showing you the homes, showing you the lifestyle of that neighborhood. So make sure to subscribe and watch those videos as well, especially if you're thinking of moving here from out of state and maybe haven't been here or been here in a while. So today we're gonna dive in deep, not just looking at price points and the pretty homes. We're gonna talk about what these neighborhoods actually feel like, who they tend to attract, what makes them unique, what kind of homes you usually find. We're gonna pop on the computer and I'm gonna show you exactly where we're at, what these homes are like, what that lifestyle offers, and why these 6 neighborhoods deserve to be on your radar if you're thinking of making the move here to Colorado Springs or Monument. And make sure you stay to the end because the last few neighborhoods on this list are some of the ones buyers overlook the most, but they can offer some incredible views and that long-term lifestyle value here in Colorado Springs. So before we get right into it, if you're first time to our channel, I want to introduce myself. I'm Lori Derrickson. My business partner, Kayleen Zabadick, she's actually at a final walkthrough for a client who's doing a new build in Wolf Ranch. They're closing today. They did a dirt start. So you get me, but we do a ton of real estate here in the Colorado Springs area. Absolutely love it. We know that you guys have a lot of choices when it comes to who you choose for real estate agents. So we're hoping these videos are informative for you. They show you that we're genuine, we love what we do, and we're here to help you and your family make the move. It's very important to us that you make the move and find that dream home the first time. So we have 5-star Google reviews across the board. Absolutely love what we do. So put those numbers into your phone and reach out. Give us a text anytime. We'd love to help you make the move here to Colorado Springs and answer your questions. All right, first up is Sanctuary Pointe. And this is one of the most unique neighborhoods. If you watch some of our other videos, I always say this, it's one of the most unique neighborhoods in Colorado Springs and Monument. And it's not your typical new build community. What makes this neighborhood stand out, I guess, is the setting. You get newer homes. There's no more new build. It's completely built out. But instead of feeling like rows and rows of houses, Sanctuary is more of that natural Colorado feel with those ponderosa pines, rolling hills, trails, and beautiful front range views. What I love about it is that it has the ponderosa pines, but they're mitigated to let in a lot of natural light. Sometimes when you get into other areas, they can feel a little more dark. But Sanctuary Pointe has those ponderosa pines that are mitigated just enough to allow all that natural light in. It's a beautiful Colorado setting. It's tucked near the edge of Black Forest and it's in Monument, so you get that peaceful, slightly removed feeling, but this is what I love. You're still close to I-25, North Gate. There's a new Target coming right nearby and those everyday conveniences. So this is the kind of neighborhood that appeals to people who want maybe newer construction, but don't want to feel that massive master plan community. You'll see beautiful homes, many with modern Colorado architecture, 3-car garages, finished basements. We love our basements here in Colorado. Covered patios, outdoor living spaces, which is so important here in Colorado, that really lean into the setting here in Sanctuary Pointe and make it unique. It automatically comes with those mature trees. It's built right into it. So one of the biggest reasons that people love Sanctuary Pointe is that it feels intentional with those trees and the pines and the open space and the views that all make it feel like that neighborhood is designed right around the land instead of contriving it and building right on top of it. So for relocation buyers, this can be a great fit if you want that newer home, access to D38 schools. Go look up ratings on Lewis Palmer District 38. A quieter feel. It's much quieter, I would say. It's a little bit more tucked back, and that classic Colorado setting with the trees and the views. I would say it's one of my most favorite neighborhoods here in the Colorado Springs Monument area. But here's the thing to know. Sanctuary Pointe can lean a little more tucked away, so we have to talk about that when we hop on that initial phone call to feel if that's the right fit for you. So if you want to be right in the middle of all the restaurants and shopping and activity, it might feel a little quiet. But if you're looking for that peaceful, scenic, elevated, it needs to be on your list. So I'm going to show you these homes on the computer. Let's hop on. I want to show you where it's located, and I want to show you what those homes look like in this area. You probably see that drone going through, but I'm going to show you actual home pricing and what that home looks like. And then we're going to come back and talk about the number 2 neighborhood that you must know. So here we are on the map. You can see Colorado Springs is down here. You have Monument up here. And so we're going to be kind of in this little general area right here. So I'm going to zoom in. You'll see Glen Eagle. This is still District 20, that northern Colorado Springs area. And then you're going to get up here to this section right up here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here. It's actually right here. So you see home prices are a little bit more expensive than maybe some of the other neighborhoods you're talking about, but you're going to see why and what you're going to get. And we're going to show you some more affordable options as well. So stick with me. So we're going to show you all different options in these unique neighborhoods here in Colorado Springs and Monument. So I'm going to just click on a couple of these homes so you can see what these homes look like. This one has that 4-car garage. And like, look at that setting. This is what makes this Sanctuary Point area just so unique. These are the mitigated pines. So you still have that natural look here in Colorado Springs, those mature trees, but they're mitigated just enough to let all that natural light come in. And you can see some of these homes sit on these ridges and have amazing views here in Colorado Springs. And I'll give you one more example here as well. You never know what you're gonna get. I did not plan these out. So this one also here, so some panoramic drive. You do have a lot of ranches. There are some 2-stories, but again, you can see this is a park that's kind of set in there as well. And you have a lot of these trees and trails that run through this neighborhood. And again, here is that Front Range, a gorgeous setting. One of my favorites here in Colorado Springs and lots in Monument. But that's what you get in Sanctuary Point. I think it's really helpful to see, one, where it's on the map, and number 2 is just the setting and the homes in that area. So if you're thinking of making the move here to Colorado Springs and your budget is, I think you can probably start around $900,000 in this neighborhood. We've had some actually sold a couple in the 700s. It's been about a year or two. So it should be on your list. Most homes, if you have $1 million budget in Sanctuary Point, we can find you a pretty decent home in that area as well. So a little bit higher price point, but that's what you get here in Colorado, or I should say Monument, for that Sanctuary Point living. So now we're gonna head on to number 2, which is Forest Lakes. So Forest Lakes is one of those little hidden gems in Monument. Forest Lakes is one of those neighborhoods people don't always know until they start working with someone local or they physically drive through it. And once they do, you start understanding why Forest Lakes is so amazing for so many people who move here. The setting is beautiful. You have foothills, trails, open spaces, newer homes, and you also have lake access, which we don't have a ton of lakes here in Colorado Springs and Monument. I always say I'm from Minnesota. I'm used to lakes being everywhere. That's just not the case here in Colorado Springs. So lake access makes it very unique for buyers here in the area. What I love about this neighborhood is it feels peaceful, scenic, I would say, slightly removed. When I tell clients they're coming into town and Forest Lakes is kind of on their list, I'm like, keep going back, keep driving back. So a lot of times what we do is set you guys on a home search, number 1. And number 2 is we set you up on a driving tour when you're coming out, especially if you haven't been here. So after the initial phone call, we talk about pros and cons to different areas, what lifestyle you're looking for. And Kaylee and I can get a really good feel pretty quick of what it is you're looking for in your home here in Colorado Springs. And then maybe your first day out, we set you up on that driving tour. And that's really important because we give you specific addresses to drive, and so you can get a feel of the area firsthand. And that's one thing that's really important about Forest Lakes is we give you those addresses that are tucked back. A lot of people just come off I-25 and drive into the Forest Lakes and see those homes that are right there. You got to keep going. Once you get back there, you're going to see why everyone loves Forest Lakes. So it's slightly removed once you get back there, but it's still convenient to Monument, Northgate, I-25, that northern Colorado Springs area. And again, those homes in Forest Lakes tend to feel newer, a little more elevated in style, especially the ones on the ridges, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. And many offering those walkout basements, decks, more mountain bluff views because you're kind of close up into those bluffs. So sometimes you get open space bluff views, larger windows, open floor plans that take advantage of that landscape. This is a great neighborhood for someone who wants a little more nature, a little more maybe breathing room, especially in some of those homes that sit on those ridges, and a setting that feels different than that standard suburban neighborhood like Wolf Ranch. So it's a great option for buyers who love Monument, but maybe want something newer with that unique outdoor lifestyle. This is why that made my list on this video. So now Forest Lakes, again, is not going to be for everyone. Some people don't want to be on that west side. They don't want to be tucked away. So it depends upon where you work, where you go to take your kids to school, because again, it is a little more tucked back there, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. But if your dream is to have a home that feels close to nature, with trails, views, a peaceful setting, Forest Lakes is absolutely one of those most unique neighborhoods. So let's hop on the computer and I'm going to show you exactly where this neighborhood is located and what the homes look like so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So we just were in this area, which is Sanctuary Point, and now we're going to go across I-25 to, this is that Forest Lakes area. So you can see a lot of people, they get off I-25 and they stop right about here. They see these homes. These are some new builds up here. These are a little bit newer homes as well, completely built out. However, then they stop. You got to keep going back there a little bit, and then you get to these homes right here in this area. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and this is the part I do love about Forest Lakes. So again, newer homes, they were building out probably 2 years ago, and then they completely finished the build out in 2023, I want to say. So you do get newer homes. You're not going to get a brand new build, but you will get newer homes. And that's exactly what I'm talking about here on the screen. That's home sits on the ridge. You have those bluff views in the background. That nature is right in your backyard. So that's why people love Forest Lakes and why we have people go tour this area, go look back in here, because you wouldn't know it was there. You'd completely miss it if you didn't know to keep driving back in Forest Lake. So make sure to reach out. We'll set you up on that home search. There's so many pockets like that all around our city that you must know about, especially if this is what you're describing, something unique, that Colorado feel of homes in the area. I'm going to show you one more, and then we're going to get on to neighborhood number 3. All right, let's look at one more here. This is that ridge I'm talking about up here. These homes are a little bit more expensive up here. You have a $2 million home. I'll just show it to you for fun, but it overlooks like the entire city, and they're gorgeous homes, custom build homes, as you can see here, and they sit up on those ridges. Again, you have more space, beautiful area up in that Forest Lakes, but more, I guess, traditional style home, I would say, is back in here. And here's the cheaper one at $869. So this is a good example for what you can get in the 8s in that Forest Lakes. You might not be completely on a ridge, but you have newer homes, good privacy. Let me see if I can get to the backyard here. If I go backwards, it'll show me the backyard. No, here's a good, so you do have fully landscaped, which is new, but you might have a home behind you. But you go for a walk and you have the right access again to what I'm talking about as far as that outdoor access, that nature in Forest Lakes. It makes a neighborhood feel so much different than those traditional master plan communities. So is it master planned? Yes. You have access to the lake. It's part of an HOA that you can buy into. There is an HOA throughout the entire community, but it's a completely different feel than a lot of those larger master plan communities. All right, that's Forest Lakes. So put it on your list if you love it. Number 3 on our list, we're gonna talk about Woodmoor. Woodmoor, and I live right by it, so I know personally, it's one of the most loved and established areas in Monument. It has a completely different feel from many newer homes, newer neighborhoods. This is where you go if you want mature trees, larger lots, custom homes. They might be a little bit older. There's no new builds in this area. There's a couple, but it's only because they took the house down and then built a new home on it. But for the most part, you're not going to find a newer home. You're going to have that true Colorado Mountain community feeling without being too far from town. Yes, you're like 5 minutes from the new Target that's being built. Woodmoor, I will say, has personality and character. I've had clients describe it as the dream Colorado setting, and you're about to see why. So you're gonna find these homes from different decades, they're different architectural style, larger lots, kind of winding roads, those pine trees built in, tons of deer, wildlife, and a quiet residential feel that a lot of people are looking for when they move here to Colorado Springs. You're not gonna find two homes alike in Woodmoor. It does not feel cookie cutter, and that's exactly why people love it. So for buyers coming from out of state, Woodmoor often stands out because it gives you that, hey, I'm living in Colorado right now feeling. So when people come to visit you, you're like, you live in Colorado. You can see those mountains. You're living in those trees. You're not just buying a house, you're buying trees, space, that privacy, and maybe that slower, peaceful lifestyle. You're also close to Monument, and you're in Lewis Palmer District 38 schools. Again, great ratings. I-25 access, local restaurants, coffee shop, and the Woodmoor Country Club is built right into the community. And this can be an amazing fit for someone who wants established neighborhoods, more space between homes, and a setting that feels a little more natural. But here's what you need to know. Because Woodmoor is more established, homes can vary a lot. Some are beautifully updated, some need a lot of work, and some lots are heavily treed, others are more open. Some roads and driveways can feel steep, more mountain-like, and so you have to really understand the specific home, the specific lot, and the location within the neighborhood. So if you're looking for a character, trees, larger lots, and a very distinct Monument wood lifestyle, Woodmoor is one of the best neighborhoods to know. So I'm gonna hop on and show you exactly what I'm talking about here on the computer. So we just were in Forest Lakes, we were here. So now I'm taking you back across I-25 and we're gonna go a little bit more north. Remember Sanctuary Point was over here, Forest Lakes is on this side, and then we're gonna go a little bit more north to Woodmoor. So you can see Woodmoor stands right in here. There is a little lake that goes in here. You're not gonna be swimming in it or paddleboarding for the most part, just a small little body of water. But you'll see here you do have, let's find some homes here. So 794, again, each home is gonna be so different and unique. So see, this is why people love it. See that lot? So maybe that home's not for you, but you can see exactly what that lot looks like. And you have mature trees. Each home is different. You don't have homes that are sitting right on top of each other. You might not even be able to see your neighborhood. Deer, wildlife are running through this community as well. I'm gonna see how big this lot was. So you have, it's almost an acre. So again, a bigger lot in the area. All right, let's look at one more. Let's see which one we get here. Let's see. So here's another example. Again, that same type of trade lot, larger space, and again, you might have some updating to do depending upon price. 3-car garage, and so nice open still, definitely move-in ready, but again, you might want to do some updates as you live in the home, maybe update that fireplace a little bit, update this tiling, but usually completely move-in ready, and you can actually see that surroundings that Woodmoor gives you and why people love it. Again, not master plan, not cookie cutter, definitely. Woodmoor offers you something different. It's why I wanted to do this video, because so often, again, we talk about those master plan communities, but so many of our neighborhoods offer something completely different. Now we're moving on to number 4. We're gonna talk about Peregrine and Rockrimmon. So we're gonna head to the northwest side of Colorado Springs and talk about those two neighborhoods. Those two areas are some of the most unique and scenic neighborhoods in the city. This is where you start to feel that dramatic west side Colorado Springs landscape. So we're not in Monument anymore. We're down in Colorado Springs on the west side. You have those foothills, rock formations, wildlife, trails. Garden of the Gods is a hop, skip, and a jump away. You have elevation changes, views. People love the west side. So Peregrine is specifically known for that mountainside setting, beautiful homes, access to trails, Blodgett's Peak open space. It has that peaceful, tucked away feeling while still being close to shopping, dining, and major roads. Rockrimmon is right in there as well, maybe a little bit more affordable. It has that more established feel. We just did a whole video on it. We're closing a home there in 2 weeks for a client moving here from the East Coast, and they fell in love with that Rockrimmon area. We're closing at 660, so definitely homes in the 5s and 6s are possible in that Rockrimmon area. It just feels more established with mature trees, that rolling terrain, wildlife, and some of the most incredible pockets of views depending upon where you're at in Rockrimmon. But it's also loved because it gives you that west side scenery while still, again, being close to the north side. You're close to Costco's and Trader Joe's, but you have Ute Valley Park. You're built right in there, as well as Garden of the Gods. So it is an area in the Colorado Springs that's unmatched, and it's perfect for people who want Colorado Springs to feel like you're living in Colorado. You get foothills, you get the deer. Gardening might be a little bit tricky. You get trail access. Take your bike out of your garage and go hit the trails. You get that mountain backdrop, and you get homes that don't all look exactly all the same either. Really not that cookie cutter feeling. And for many relocation buyers, this area becomes a major aha moment, which is what my buyers had when they came out to visit a few weeks ago. We looked at homes all over, Briargate, everywhere else that you kind of always hear about. And I was like, let's just check out this one other place. And as soon as we went there, I could tell this was exactly what they were picturing when they thought of moving their family here to Colorado. Because online, you might be focused again on those newer communities, but once you drive through Peregrine and Rockrimmon, you might realize that it's more about the views, the location, trees, and the lifestyle than it is about having that newest house in the area. So the trade-off is that some homes will be older, depending upon the property, and you may see that you need to do more updates compared to that newer construction home that's in the east side of Colorado Springs. But for the right buyer, it's worth it. If you want that scenic, established west side lifestyle with access to trails and mountains, Peregrine and Rockrimmon should be on your list. and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about right now. So again, we've done Sanctuary Point over here, Forest Lakes. We went up to Woodmoor, and now we're gonna go a little bit further south. I noted we're gonna be in Colorado Springs. This is the Air Force Academy here on the west side, so you're not gonna see a lot of homes in that area. But this little oval right here is the Rockrimmon, Peregrine area that we are gonna talk about. And so you can see back in here, this is more Peregrine. You're back up against the bluffs over here. You have Blodgett's Peak that sits right here. And then this is that Rockrimmon area. So let's zoom in and take a look at a couple of the houses in this area so you can see exactly what you're gonna get. Again, District 20 schools are in Peregrine. Rockrimmon, you kind of have a blend of District 11 and District 20 schools, and so we can kind of navigate that as you guys reach out. So here's a home. We're gonna pull up. This is classic home in Rockrimmon, and each home is a little unique. So kind of a similar home that you would find in Briargate, but what makes this area a little bit more different sometimes is your access to trails right outside your front door, and sometimes that backyard, that really mature landscaping with views of bluffs. Let's try to find one more here. We can go back into that Peregrine area a little bit more as well. And again, this will kind of show you those bluffs. You're gonna have deer all over this area that come to say hello to you. Classic interior of a home. Again, maybe you might need a little bit of updating if you want, but definitely probably move-in ready depending upon your price point. And again, there are homes throughout all of Rockrimmon in this area that offer this green, open space, parks, trails. This is your classic west side living in Colorado Springs. So if you're making the move here, Peregrine and Rockrimmon should probably be on your list if you're wanting to be right outside your door, access to trails. It's a very unique area. When you guys reach out, if that's something that's important to you, we can definitely put it on your list to visit, to drive by, to see some homes in those areas. So number 5, we have 2 left, is Broadmoor Bluffs. So we're gonna head south down to Broadmoor Bluffs. Broadmoor Bluffs is one of those neighborhoods that just feels different than the north side of Colorado Springs. It's known for its elevated setting. Once I drive down there with clients, I forget just how gorgeous the setting is. It's not really known for spectacular Pikes Peak views, but those bluffs, I'm gonna show you, you're probably having drone that comes through, are just right in your backyard. And so it has that elevated setting, that mature landscaping, a lot of scrub oak. The proximity to the Broadmoor area, the Cheyenne Mountain Resort is right there. You're on the southwest side of town. The name says a lot. It's called the Bluffs, and you're about to see why. You'll find homes that are built right along that hillside and those ridge lines. Because of that, many properties have those incredible views, which we're about to see, and some overlook the city as well. And some capture those mountains, and some have that beautiful outdoor living space and really take advantage of that setting when you purchase a home in the Broadmoor Bluffs area. It can be a great fit for buyers who want more established upscale feel with those dramatic views and access to southwest Colorado Springs. Again, you're close to the the Cheyenne Mountain State Park, that Broadmoor area. There's lots of hiking and trails. Fort Carson is really close to this area as well. You have some country clubs, dining, and some of the most iconic scenery in the city. And you can probably see why. So this neighborhood is not gonna feel like a new master plan community. It has a little more variation, more character, more custom home feel in this area and in many pockets throughout the Broadmoor Bluffs area. Many of these homes are larger. You have a lot of square footage in a lot of these homes as well. And that's why it appeals to the certain buyer. So for buyers who want something more scenic and established, Broadmoor Bluffs is one of those unique areas in Colorado Springs. But you do need to understand the terrain. So you're not just gonna go out for a casual walk. A lot of the lots may be sloped. Some homes have steep driveways. Some properties may have older systems, HVAC systems, and may need updates, especially when you're in the $700,000 and $800,000 price point. And because of that, homes can vary so much in this area. So it's important to look beyond the photos and really understand each property individually. So if views are high on your list, on your wish list when you reach out, Broadmoor Bluffs is absolutely one of those places that you should know about. So let's hop on over and we're gonna take a look at a couple of examples. So we just were in this Peregrine, Rockrimmon area, this little area right here in Colorado Springs, and we're gonna go very far south. So I would say the difference, like drive time wise, is about 20 minutes to get from, let's say, that North Rockrimmon Peregrine area down to Broadmoor Bluffs. So it is a little bit of a drive, but you get down in this area and you're gonna find Broadmoor Bluffs back in here. This is a classic setting here in Broadmoor Bluffs. You have a lot of the mature trees. This home is a little bit more affordable, I would say, for the area. So the landscape is not gonna have you quite of a lot. So you're at 900,000 in the Broadmoor Bluffs area. If I go back in some of these mountains a little bit more, you'll see how unique some of these homes get in the area and what you can get for your price point here. So again, you can see a little bit more dating, but this one has those city views I was mentioning. A lot of the mature trees, you'll have deer as your neighbors. This looks very like one of the houses that we sold in the last couple of years in that Broadmoor Bluffs area. And you can probably see from some of the drone footage, the streets that you can see as you drive in. It's very hilly area as well. So you're not gonna find a lot of flat areas in this Broadmoor Bluffs area. Let's see, I'll give you one more option here. Those two homes are exactly what you get in the Broadmoor Bluffs area. I'm hoping the drone footage will show you exactly what it looks to drive through this area. It's so unique once you get there. You can see the homes, but until you see those bluffs that are standing right over you, you really won't realize how unique this area is. So if you're moving to the area, you're loving this scenery, this style of home, absolutely make sure Broadmoor Bluffs is on your list. And finally, let's talk about Pine Creek. So Pine Creek is a neighborhood that sometimes gets overlooked because it sits on that north side of Colorado Springs near Briargate and Wolf Ranch, and people just assume it's just another suburban neighborhood in that area. But Pine Creek is actually very unique. It offers a combination that a lot of buyers want. You have established homes, a beautiful golf course setting, trails, parks, District 20 schools, that mature landscaping, and a very convenient location. You're close to shopping, dining, the children's hospital, schools, parks, Powers, I-25, all of those north side amenities, but the neighborhood itself still has that polished residential feel. So many homes in Pine Creek were built with larger floor plans, finished out basements, 3-car garage, a lot of stucco exteriors, and mountain views in certain pockets. And there's a lot of trails and I would say parks, open spaces built into this community as well. But it's not as tucked into the mountains as Peregrine or Rockrimmon, and it's not as forested as Monument, like Woodmoor area. And it does not feel brand new either, maybe like Sanctuary Pointe has. But this is what makes Pine Creek special, is that it feels a little more balanced. It gives you that convenient Colorado Springs lifestyle with a more established upscale neighborhood feel. This can be a great fit for buyers who want D20, northside convenience, beautiful homes in a neighborhood that feels mature but not outdated. And because Pine Creek has different little pockets, it's important to know where you're at inside the neighborhood. Some homes back to golf courses, some have mountain views, some are closer to the parks, and some feel a little more private than others. But overall, I will say that Pine Creek is probably one of those neighborhoods that consistently makes sense for buyers who want location, good schools according to ratings, amenities, and the strong long-term neighborhood feel that's more established and has some character. So let's hop on the map and show you exactly where Pine Creek is and exactly what we're talking about. So we're down here in Broadmoor Bluffs. So we're gonna go back up north to the Briargate area, and just a little bit north of Briargate sits Pine Creek, and I'll show you the golf course also that it sits on. So as we zone in here, you're gonna see this is Pine Creek in this area right here. You have some lakes which feed into the golf course as well. This Mulligan Drive is it's a cul-de-sac, it dead ends. It looks over the golf course, it has mountain views. It's one of my favorite streets in the Pine Creek area. Of course, homes are gonna be a little more expensive in that area as well, but let's just go a little bit more north here and you can see what we're talking about. So you do have established trees and you have a little bit older homes. They're not that new build feel, but this one's on the golf course, and you can see exactly what you get here in that Pine Creek area. So the neighborhoods just feel a little more established. You don't have that master plan community feel, yet you have views of the Pikes Peak, you have views of that open space, that golf course in that Pine Creek area. And so if you're moving here to Colorado Springs and you're thinking, hey, I want D20 schools, I want to be in that Briargate area, close to those conveniences, but yet I do not want a huge master plan community, Pine Creek should be on your list for us to explore when you come out here. So those 6 areas that we just talked about are some of the most amazing and unique neighborhoods in Colorado Springs that I think you need to know about if you're moving here. Again, we have Sanctuary Pointe, Forest Lakes, Woodmoor, that Peregrine, Rockrimmon, Broadmoor Bluffs, and Pine Creek. And again, the point of this video is not to say that these are the only great neighborhoods in Colorado Springs, but my point is that if you're moving here, you need to look beyond those obvious names that we talk about all the time, or maybe you see in your Google searches, because Colorado Springs is definitely not a one-size-fits-all. Some buyers, again, want that brand new planned communities. We close half of our transactions each year in those brand new large master plan communities, and offer something for a lifestyle that people are looking for. But some want trees and privacy. They want those mountain views, that trail access, larger lots. Some want District 20, some want District 38. Some want that newer home, but not a huge community feeling. Maybe you want character, views in that neighborhood that feels completely different from anything that you've seen before. And that's why choosing the right neighborhood matters so much. A house can look, again, perfect online, but what the neighborhood is like will shape your everyday life. So if you're thinking of moving to Colorado Springs, don't just search the same 4 or 5 neighborhoods everyone's talking about. Let's look a little deeper. Let's dive into the areas. Let's compare the lifestyle. Think about your commute, schools for your kiddos, that outdoor access, the views, privacy, what you actually want when you're moving here and living here in Colorado. So if you want help figuring out which Colorado Springs neighborhood truly fits your lifestyle, make sure to reach out to us. We help people move here every single week, and we can walk you through those areas, the trade-offs, and the neighborhoods that may not show up, again, on those top 10 search lists. Because the goal is not just to find you a house in Colorado Springs. Again, the goal is to find you the right part of Colorado Springs for your lifestyle. So put those numbers into your phone. My voice is getting a little bit tired from talking so much today. And reach out. We'd love to help you find your dream home here in Colorado Springs.